I even thought it was a mistake. He said, no, sir, it's my tithe. I said, you, tithe. He said, Papa, but you anointed my hand, put oil. You told me now. I said, what will happen? I said, what will happen? And that young lady came and I said, how much is in your account? She said, 350,000. I said, you came into my office when one of the radio stations is asking me to pay 300,000 naira. And I put it on speaker and called the radio station. They said, your program will not go on air today if you don't drop that 300,000. You're owing for last week because I pay 300,000 every week, every 7 days. So I said, I want you to pay this money. Say, Papa, Daddy, that's my hard-earned, saved money. I didn't say anything again to her. Later, she sent me a text. Give me the account number. I gave her the account number. She wired that 300,000. And I wired it to the radio station. 24 hours later, God came. 24 hours later, what happened? Somebody called her and asked her, can you cook? The person that we contracted has disappointed us. She says she has 2 jobs today and she divided her staff. We can't do it. Please help us. I know you used to cook. He said, I don't do it again. I work. I'm a teacher, but we're on holiday. Okay, what do you want? After he said, make a quotation. She made a quotation and sent it to him. She said, no, I'm not. This is my wedding. You know, people are coming. My friends are coming. All of them are coming from Germany. I don't know. Before we say, the man, out of anger and panicking because he said he's been disappointed, wired 1 million naira into his account. How much? 1 million naira into her account. And say, cook with it. I said, I don't want any nonsense. Just cooking, no drink. Forget about drink. 1 million naira. He said, how many people am I cooking for? He said, you're cooking for 250 people. 1 million naira, 250 people. She told me she managed 180,000 and cook, and everybody's shouting. They have never seen such a food before. All garahia bush guys. You know, I get saying, went to one woman. Even Christmas, I got man cooking 27. Went to one woman named Potre. Ima cook for no. I'm gonna hope I will. Quit beer or cook on 1,000. Don't say anything. And just do you have cash? I said, yeah, I need cash. 1,000. 30 chickens. That worth 30,000. The woman say thank you on top of it. You know, you need to just discard it. 1,000. That's what 30 pieces. Also, everybody thanking her. Wow. They don't want to make it in your brain. Child, 1 or 2 people, you have 5,000 ushers in the Savron. Also, Zoro had t-shirt, first cap. You know, that Yanaro outfit. Also, out of the whole money, he has spent 300,000 naira because that's Siana Buyano. Yeah, where this sticker, the Genachi's food industry. Tapa na sticker na Siana. Only Siana really go. The Siana Buteha, Yano Monga, Taptasha, 2 Sianas. Now bounce with their canvas. At the end of the day, 700K Nekumen account here. When God wants to change your life, He doesn't consult anybody. Called me and said, that your radio program, I don't need it now. Don't worry. When I need, I'll call you. We are okay. Use your faith and change your level. Now, the reason this thing is happening is because people don't understand that to offer offerings and tithes to God must be done by revelation. Put it up again. Malachi chapter 3. Look at the first instruction of verse 10. What do you mean? Put it again. Verse 10. Hello? He said, bring you all the what? into what? He did not, he's not begging you, he's commanding you. It's not begging. Bring. Hey, madam, also. Are you going to say that? He's commanding you, he's not begging you. I hope I didn't panic you guys. Sorry, please. Bring your tithes and offering. If you read verse 9, he said, you have robbed me. And he said, how did you rob you? Put verse 9. He said, tithes and offering. Verse 9, put it, 3 verse 9. I am opening your eyes to something. 3 verse 9, Malachi. Thank you, multimedia. Go to verse 8. Verse 8. Verse 8. Will a man rob God? Yet you have robbed me. But you say, wherein have we robbed thee? What did he say? In tithes and offering. The first revelation I want to share with you is this. Start giving tithes and offering with revelation. Whenever they call tithes and offering, do not be part of people that put your hand in your pockets and just drop it. Hallelujah. I like no, don't give offering like that. Your level will change the moment you start giving offering by revelation. By what? Offerings that must bring reward must be done by revelation. Businessmen and women, professionals, I'm teaching you something that changed my life. I don't give offering anyhow. I don't. Every offering I give out of revelation. Every number in the Bible has a meaning. Have you noticed that somebody will say something, either testimony, or I will say something, and I will say shout hallelujah. Sometimes I say shout 3. Sometimes I say shout 5. Sometimes I say shout 7. Sometimes I say shout 12. Sometimes I say shout 9. Every of those things has a meaning. I don't just say, no, shout it 3 times. Shout it, but no. What you say, the number is in my brain because I have studied. 3 is the number of agreements that can never be broken. 7 is the number of gods. 12 is the number of authority. 9 is the number of repetition. Let that thing repeat in my life always. When I want to give offering, I give by revelation. There are offerings that you will call. I will give 300. If I don't have 300, I'll give 3,000. If I don't have 3,000, I'll give 30,000, 300,000, or 3 million. That's how I give my offering. I don't just give anyhow. What I'm requesting from God determines the offering I give. I don't joke. I don't do that nonsense. Watch me. You can't see me stand up except somebody gives a testimony or something. You hear me, I drop 2,000, depending on what I want to tap out of the testimony. I don't just come and go 15 and drop. No. My 15 and I cannot come anyhow. If I don't have revelation, I don't give offering. You know what I'm saying? On a black, but I don't serve God because somebody is serving God. I serve God because I have revelations for serving God. Is somebody hearing me now? You can't push me to give you money. You can't push me to do something for you. No. Revelation. There are some Sundays, ask them, those of them that work in the accounts department. There are some Sundays, my offering is 150,000, 250,000, 300,000 naira. Last year, I gave 1 million naira 2 times. I know what I'm looking for. One day, I was pushed. I came to Facebook. That day, I needed 1 million naira urgently. I came to Facebook and I said, I am looking for 10 persons. I am going to share 100,000 naira for. Those of you that follow me on Facebook, you saw it. Were you part of it? You saw it. I was looking for 1 million naira. I know what to do. I look for 10 persons. I paid the tithe of 1 million naira. 100,000 naira. I look for 10 persons to share the money. On Facebook, they gave me their account numbers. I wired the money to them. 72 hours later, 1.2 million naira came. You don't give everything anyhow. Learn how to give by revelation. 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 I don't tithe anyhow. I tithe by revelation. These are things that will change your level over time. They will change your level over time. Some of us, we don't consider our offering at home. When we reach here, the remaining change they gave you, if what is remaining, for instance, you came with 200 naira. And then you took that, 500 naira. The remaining 50 naira, the remaining is 150. Okay, I will take another 50 naira home. There will remain 100 naira. I'll eat granuts, 20 naira. And the remaining is 20 naira. What 20 naira? Nowhere. Tomorrow is the first Sunday of the year and the first Sunday of the month. My offerings has been given. My son, Gentle Shadrach, brought to me the offering that they got on 31st night and 1st of January. Package it, I gave to me. Say, Papa, that's my first fruit. Before you arrive, you can ask my staff. All the money we made on the first day, everything you gave, both blood and oil, all the sales, everything we made on the 1st of January, I took it to my mentor, spiritual father. That's our offering. The one that Gentle gave me is the first money somebody is dashing me this year. I didn't count it. The envelope is 9 months pregnant. The same way, Church the same 9 months pregnant envelope can be my mentor. Bless me, sir. It looks stupid. I don't even. That's how my radio program, anywhere in the world, whatever I do, TV, on your technical fault, not money. Give by revelation. Stop behaving. You are a businessman, for Christ's sake. You are a CEO. Stop this level. You are not the level of Omaka Church. No. Start giving by revelation. Say, bring you all the tithe and offering. If God is demanding it, then it's a serious business. I can't give it anyhow. Even a student can give by revelation. You sit down. Tomorrow is the 5th day of the month of January. It happened to be on a Sunday. I'm giving you an instance of revelation. You don't come to church to give offering of 15. No. Check your level. 5th day. Cue into the revelation. 5 is number of what? Grace. 5 is number of what? Father, I need grace for 2020. Even if you're a student, prepare according to your level. If they give offering 10 times tomorrow, I'm going to give 500 naira. You are a businessman. Why will you do that? 5,000 naira offering to God. Package it. If you're staying one service, 5,000 naira. Package it in an envelope. Seal it. Put your tithe the other way. Father, I need grace for what? For 2020. But others are dancing nonsense song. You are dancing by revelation. Father, I'm going to this altar to drop 5,000. Father, this 5,000, as it's leaving my hand, grace is leaving. By the time you drop it, begin to dance as if you receive grace. Not Abraham, blessings are mine. Abraham, blessings are mine. I'm blessed in the morning, I'm blessed in the evening. Abraham, blessings are mine. Abraham, blessings are mine. As if you're a monologue. For what? God doesn't need your offering to be God. Are you hearing what I'm saying now? It's for you. Give by revelation. Give by revelation. Tithe by revelation. Why are we doing that? Because of the reward. There are 3 levels of reward you get when you give by revelation. Number one, we have what we call commanded blessings. Number two, we have what we call provoked blessing. Number three, we have what we call covenant blessing. The three dimensions of blessing that you get when you give a revelation. Please switch off all phones. The next phone I hear, I will seize it. Don't say Larry Michelle is harsh. In the first place, if you're coming into the house of God, you put your phone either on silence or vibration or switch it off. As you're coming to the house of God, that's how to behave. Please don't let me demonstrate. The same Pastor Larry can be a mafia. Please, don't let me do that. Amen. Three dimensions of blessings. Number one, we have the commanded blessing. What is commanded blessing? Commanded blessings are the blessings you get when you obey the Logos. Hello? Say, commanded blessings are the blessings that I get when I obey the Logos. What is the Logos? Logos is what is written in the Bible. For instance, the Bible said, bring your tithe and offering, and I will rebuke the devourer. Rebuking the devourer is what? It's a commanded blessing. Because I have commanded you to bring your tithe and offering. So the reward you get for obeying this commandment is what? Rebuking of the devourer. It's called what? Commanded blessing. Whenever you obey everything or anything in the Bible, the reward that comes to you is called commanded blessing. There's no negotiation, it must come. Just like if you write JAMB and pass JAMB, you have automatic admission into higher institution. It's commanded. The law of Nigeria backs the establishments they call JAMB. Their duty is to give you what? Admission into what? Higher institutions. So the moment you obey and write JAMB, what's your reward? Admission into higher institutions. So when you obey every command given in the Bible, your reward is what? The commanded blessing. Number two, provoked blessing. What is provoked blessing? Provoked blessing is the blessing you get from a man of God who is representing God when you do certain important, unusual things. When you do certain important, unusual things. One banker came to me on the second, I think it was on the second, if I'm not mistaken. He said, that himself. She said to me, what is the greatest need that you have now? I said, I don't have any need. So she got confused. Honestly speaking, I don't have any need. There is nothing I cannot handle at my financial level now. I don't have any needs. Okay, so what is your dream? I said, my greatest dream is to finish building the cathedral. That's my dream. He said, okay, what do you want? I said, no, I will rephrase the question. What do you want from God? Let me give you an assignment. She said, Pastor Larry, honestly speaking, I want to marry this year. I'm not getting any younger. Said, January 1st this year, I clocked 35. My younger ones, two of them were 3 years. 2 of them are married. Before, it doesn't used to move me. But when they return December with their kids, when they get and she said to me, give me the assignment. She touched my life. And I said to her, empty your account. I'm trying to read the text she sent anyway. Some of you know her. If I read the text, you understand it, so forget it. I want to read the text for you to see. Say, empty your account. She has 270,000 naira in her account. I said, empty it. Go transfer it. Transfer it to partnership account. She did. And I sent it to Uyo, one of the radio stations we play every day in Uyo. I sent it to your radio station. Yesterday she called me and said, somebody's coming to see you after service on Sunday. I said, that will be hectic. He said, Daddy, please, he's going back. I said, don't worry. I'll see him. Where are you now? So I'm going to the hotel. We're supposed to go and see my parents. I said, when you get to the hotel, when you're in the car, do a video call. I'll see him. They did a video call. And lo and behold, he knows me and I know him. He finished from IMSU and he was a member of BTB in our church many years back. And I said, you have my blessing. Go on. She just provoked me to speak blessings in her life. Provoked blessing is the blessing you get from a man of God when you touch his life. There's something you will do to help the man of God in what he's doing. For instance, anybody that wants to attract my love, become my partner on radio and TV program. If you become my partner, I don't joke with my partners. I don't joke with my partners. You provoke the blessing. And the man of God said, for doing this, kneel down. Moses did that to God. Noah did that to Jephthah. There are things you will do and you provoke the anointing of the man of God and he will pour blessings on you. So when you do the unusual, that thing you stir up in the man of God is called what? Provoked blessing. He pours it on you. Oh God, this guy gave me a car. Lord, bless her. When a man of God says, God bless her, no be joke. Oh. No be joke. When I mean a man of God, I mean a man of God. You know, there's a difference between men of God and a man of God. Not everybody that answer pastor be man of God, though. The man of God says, God bless you with tears or happiness. Even Jehovah himself can be provoked to bless. God was dealing with Abraham for over 25 years. As God was dealing with Abraham, it doesn't mean anything to God. But the day God was passing to go to Sodom and Gomorrah, Abraham said, come and eat pepper soup. It's in your Bible, sir. Abraham said, come and do what? Let me prepare pepper soup for you. Lamb chop. He used water to prepare pepper soup. When God finished eating, because he was very hungry, the Bible said when he finished eating, because he manifested in the flesh of a human being, so he was hungry. When he finished eating, he said, Abraham, by this time next year, all the promise I've been making will manifest. There is something you will do. You move God. You move his emotions. By this time next year, if I am Jehovah, Sarah shall conceive. Sarah never born an arch. God said, Abraham, why is Sarah your wife laughing? Is there anything too hard for me? Provoke blessings. The number 3 is what I call what? Check a note. What did I call it? Covenant blessing. What is covenant blessing? Covenant blessing is the blessing that is released by sacrifice and is generational. Covenant blessing is what? The blessing that is released by what? Sacrifice and is what? Generational. There is something that you will sacrifice and God by himself will release a generational blessing on you. I'm telling you the truth. What is sacrifice? Giving to God something that is spent for, something that you don't have another thing left. That's sacrifice. When you have 50,000 and you withdraw 40,000 and give to God, it's not sacrifice. You give offering. When you have a landed property, 2 plots of land, 3 plots of land, and you say, church, they are not renting. That's not sacrifice. That's not sacrifice. One of my daughters, she worships us here, but the parents attend Winners Chapel in Lagos. Our family church in Lagos is Winners Chapel. She called me and we were chatting. She said that this year Shiloh, she saw her eyes with her head. She cannot explain. People that came with cars, all manner of things. All they would do is to collect their Bible, collect their things, and left. I don't know how many thousand. When I say 5,000 cars left in Shiloh ground. Over 1 million landed properties, sea of O's dropped. People sacrifice their blood on the altar of God. Yet somebody that does not understand God says, hey, for Christ's sake, what does Oyedepo need that thing for? His schools alone, only primary and secondary school alone, his generations will never beg bread. School alone. How much more his oil well given to him by his brother Obasanjo? Before Obasanjo left, he gave all his brothers, Yoruba pastors, he gave them all of them oil wells, one by one. He's giving you opportunity to serve God. You are talking nonsense. I look at them and laugh. He's a businessman to the core who gathered church members and they began business. The business eats in billion. So what does he do with your money? How many times have federal government asked him for money and gave them? No, here making noise. Somebody will get up there and say, Pastor Larry Michel, no. You must be mad. You need psychiatric hospital. Blessings. So say blessings. There's a sacrifice you will make. And you have released, what I call it, covenant blessing. God will say, as long as I am, look at the one he did with David. David released a sacrifice. God said, until the world ends, nobody will sit on the throne of Israel apart from your children and your descendants. Amen? Generational blessing. Every covenant blessing is generational. God told him, until you die, you will continue to reign on the throne of Israel. That's something you will give, sacrifice to God. You provoke God to do something for you. Amen, somebody. Somebody came and gave me a property. They were insulting me and insulting me and insulting me. And he gave me a property in federal housing. One of it, I'm living in it now. And I said to him, all the days of your life, you will never struggle. Never. And God began to open doors for him. He doesn't struggle for anything. When I got testimony, I got covenant blessing. May God release that kind of blessing to you. Now, why? He says, because when you give these offerings, I will open you up. Mystery. You are a window of heaven. He said, I will open you up. Let me help you understand something. The mind of a man, please listen. Stop, please. Listen. Look at me. Until your eyes is opened, until God opens you up, you can never be rich. The problem with man, remember that God had a garden where he had gold, silver, precious stone. The streets of Garden of Eden were made with what? Gold and precious stones. That's where God kept Adam. Why? Because Adam's physical eyes were closed, but his spiritual eyes were open. It is only with spiritual eyes that you can possess. When God opens your spiritual eyes is the window that connects you to the riches of God. I repeat, your spiritual eyes is the window that connects you to what? The riches of God. That your spiritual eyes be enlightened so that you will know the riches of Christ. The riches of God can never get to a man whose eyes has not been connected. So the Bible said that when Adam ate the forbidden fruits, his spiritual eyes that connects him to riches was closed and his physical eyes were open and he knew that he was naked. When God came, God said, Adam, where are you? He said, I heard your voice and I hid myself. And God said, who told you that you are naked? I saw that I'm naked. Why? All this why he didn't know he was naked because his physical eyes were closed. and his spiritual eyes were open permanently so he can enjoy riches. The day his physical eyes opened and the spiritual eyes closed, they took him out of God's blessings. He was sent out of Eden. Mystery. Mystery. So for Adam to connect back to the mysteries of heaven's riches, his eyes that was closed must what? Open again. So it is the opening up of the spiritual eyes, spiritual sight that reconnects you to the blessings of God. That's why the Bible said, and I will open you up the windows of heaven. I will open you up so you can begin to see heaven. I don't know. Is somebody here saying that? I will open you up the windows. The moment I open you up the windows, it will pour into your life, and I will pour you out a blessing. So blessings cannot be poured until the windows are open. Meaning that the window is concealed, and until it is open, there won't be a flow. Is somebody here what I'm saying now? Adam's spiritual eyes got closed, so he cannot see the riches of God's blessing. And God said, when you give me offering and give me tithes, it will cause me to do what? Open you up. And when I open you up, it will do what? It will flow. No wonder David said, open my eyes that I will see. He said, when I open your eyes, you will see the hidden treasures of the wicked, hidden in dark places. Until God opens you up, you can't see it. And if you can't see it, it can't size you. How am I talking to somebody here now? The key prayer point is, God, open me up to mysteries. When God opens you up, he drops 3 things in your life. One is called insights. The other one is called concept. The other one is called ideas. When God opens you up, he connects you to heavenly insights. He connects you to heavenly concepts. He connects you to heavenly ideas. Let me give you instances. I'm going to put 3 of them together because I don't have time to separate them. When I talk about insight, concept, and ideas, I'll remind you the man they call Jacob. When Jacob was in trouble, his uncle wanted to mess his life up. He needed money to get himself established as a businessman who was involved in animal husbandry. The Bible said that he began to pray that God will open his eyes. He opened his eyes and he saw a pawpaw tree that was what? Carved. So when he woke up, he went and took a pawpaw tree, cut it and put it in front of the animals as they were drinking from their drinking pipes. All those troughs, you know, they call trough, where the animals drink. The Bible said, as they were drinking, they were meeting itself. Anybody that sees the cut pawpaw tree, they begin to have parties in their spirit realm. God gave him idea of what to do what no man is doing. His uncle was using biological system, but he was using supernatural system. And all his own animals got patches on them. Revelation. Because God opened his eyes and he saw how things are done in the supernatural realm. The state invested it in one man. Then a real here. One idea. One single idea. You don't need too many ideas. One that God will give to you will change your financial status forever. Look at that girl. God gave her an idea. Yaga to Siana. With a sticker, my anelo. Zoro maka polona cap. Ha adapt a share. 1 million naira an account here. Idea. She became a professional cook. All of it. Within overnight. One idea that God dropped in her brain. One idea. Just one. Others are doing the same business and doing the same business. And God opens these spiritual eyes I'm talking about. you begin to receive concept. Concept means doing the same thing others are doing, but in a package or a package form. A concept. When God gives you heavenly concept, others are doing it. Concept. Insight means God giving you a way of solving a problem that nobody has solved before. God gives you insight into a problem. This December, so many banks were cracked by hackers. So many banks. People received a lot of money. Hanama Heboshi this December. 2 major banks were affected. People cracked it. When it got to 26th of December, one young man, an Igbo boy, who came back from US, wrote a program and gave to one of the banks. He said, I noticed that even me, I received some money, and I know as a computer scientist that this money that came was cracked because it doesn't have a name. I know you people are struggling. He said, how did you know? He said, look at my evidence. They checked his account, and it was his bank. They knew it was true. So what are you going to do? He said, don't worry, I already have a program. He copied it with him in his flash. He said, look at this, look at this, look at this. They just tested it was working. On the spot, they signed him on live contracts. Every transaction that goes on in that bank, he has 1 naira until he dies. Meaning that if there are only 100 customers of that bank in Owerri, 100 in Aba, 100 in Aba, every transaction they do one day, 1 naira is his color. Do you know what it means? If you withdraw money from ATM, they take 50 naira. Am I right? 50 naira. Now, to calculate 1 naira, if you do it 3 times, 1 naira in all the banks in Nigeria, all the branches in Nigeria, do you know how much it is? That boy is a multi-billionaire for life. God gave him a sense of solving the bank's problem. They say, how much do we pay? He said, I don't need payments. Just sign on 1 naira. They said, no, 1 naira is too much, 50 kobo. He said, well, give me back my money. Oh, come back. Go and die yourself. Come back. No. He said, how do we do? He said, my father is a lawyer. He said, son. No, we have a lawyer. No, if it's not my father signing it, nobody. The brother came back, signed the contract. Of course, he protect his son. And the boy said, I'm done working. I'm not working again. I want to go for vacation. It's called insight. Solving a problem that cannot be solved for ages. One insight settled the boy forever. After anointing you this morning, God will open you up. You will receive ideas. You will receive concepts. You will receive insight. Let me hear you shout a louder amen. Lift your hand and say, Father, open me up today. Jump on your feet wherever you are. Let me pray for you. Begin to pray. Pray for 30 seconds. Pray in tongues. Open me up, Father. I want you to change the dimension of my business. Open me up, Lord. Pray that prayer. Speak in tongues. Hold somebody by your left and by your right and speak in tongues for 30 seconds. Somebody has come. That's the rubber. Sharababa, speak in tongues. Hold that person and speak in tongues. Sharababa, sekalababa, santaraba. Shalababa, sekarababa, santalaba. Shalababa, sekaraba, santalaba. Speak in tongues, speak in tongues. Now leave that person you're holding. Ushers protocol, direct them. Please come. Please come. Please come fast. We don't have time, please. From the back, come fast. If somebody in front of you is delaying, overtake the person. No. Don't open it. Don't open it, don't worry. Don't open it. When I anoint you, just pass this way, okay? Come to this place.
We are in your presence. Let it rain.
This is opening you up to insights.
Let it fall on us.
To ideas.
We are in your presence.
Insights.
Oh Lord, let
is opening you up now.
Let it fall. We are in your presence. Let it rain.
Hold that oil and begin to pray. Hold the oil and begin to pray.
We are in your presence. Let it
Hold that oil and begin to pray.
cause you rain. Let it fall on her. Open in abundance, yeah. Cause you rain.
Shatarabba. Hold the oil and begin to pray. Hold the oil and begin to pray.
In abundance, because you're very rare. To follow me, Baba, Baba,
Hold the oil and begin to pray.
Baba,
Hold the oil and begin to pray. Hold the oil and begin to pray. Hold that oil and begin to pray. Stand on your feet. Please hold that oil and begin to speak in tongues for 1 minute. Speak in tongues. Put your microphone in your mouth and speak in tongues. Hold that oil. Librakato Shambraya, Librakato Salibaria, Generiba Catalibaria, Leteria Casori Badara, Jandare Carabosis, Jandare Carabosis, Librakata Libragosia, Speak in tongues. Yantaraba Shanderebosha. Lipragada Ikesotelele. Yantaraba Shantalaba. Ideas, concepts, insights. Begin to pray in tongues. Let there be a flow of ideas, insights, concepts, 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 ideas, insights, concepts. Receive, 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 receive. Speak in tongues. Father, let there be a flow of ideas, insights, concepts, ideas, insights, concepts. Thank you, Father. Receive. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Please dip your hand in your pocket and take your altar seed. Take 1,000 naira altar seed and come. Please don't clean the oil in your hand. Make sure that oil is still in your hand. Please don't clean it. Come with your altar seed. Take your 1,000 naira and run. Everybody here, please. This is the first business class. You make my life so beautiful. Can you play that?
And as you are, you have made me a man.
Don't squeeze the money. Lift it up and begin to pray.
There's nothing greater than this. That's why I love you forever. You make my life so beautiful. And as you